Very good morning, students. So today we are taking up a very small topic in amoeba protease. So that is the behavioral responses of amoeba to various kind of stimuli. So we all know that stimulus refers to a particular kind of, it can be a stress or it can be some positive stimulus. So there is a word which is called as taxis. So taxes are the responses to the stimuli. So if I give a stimulus, just like for example, if I give the stimulus of heat to amoeba, so if heat is the stimulus to the amoeba, the response of the amoeba to heat will be the taxis. So the responses shown by any kind of animal to a stimulus, they are called as taxis. Now taxis can be negative or they can be positive. Suppose if we are giving the stimulus of heat, so if we are giving a very large amount of heat to amoeba, it will be going away from that particular heated area. So that will be a negative response to the heat. If we are giving a food to amoeba, so the amoeba will be attracted towards the food. So that will be a positive taxis. Now we will study different types of stimuli and their responses in case of amoeba. So first type of taxis are thermotaxis. So thermotaxis will be the response to heat. So what the amoeba will do, if suppose this is an amoeba, this is the nucleus, we are giving suppose a chill 10 degrees Celsius temperature to amoeba, it will be going towards the other side. So it will not be taking up this. This is not a favorable environment for the amoeba. So it will be going away from this cold temperature. So that will be a negative taxis. So we will call it as negative thermotaxis. Now, if instead I am giving 40 degrees Celsius temperature, so it is again a very high temperature for amoeba. So again it will be moving away from this high temperature. Again this will be negative thermotaxis. But if I am giving suppose 25-degree temperature, it is optimum temperature for amoeba. So it will be not going away, but it will remain in this particular temperature area. So that will be a positive thermotactic response. Second type of taxis is the phototaxis. So it will be the response to, photo means light, so it will be the response to light. So if we are subjecting this amoeba to darkness, it will be showing a negative response to darkness. If we are subjecting this amoeba to very bright sunlight, it will again show a negative response to very bright lights. So it will be preferring in between these two. So it will prefer the dim light. So here it will show positive phototaxis. So for darkness and for very bright light, it will show negative phototaxis. Third type of taxis is the thigmotaxis. Now thigmo refers to touch. So that will be the response to touch. If the amoeba is moving in water and it touches some unusual object, so it will be going back in the opposite direction of that particular object. So that will be a negative touch response. So this is a negative THERMOTAXIS. But suppose this is food. So if it touches the food, it will sense the food. So then this response will be positive. So it will be positive THERMOTAXIS. The fourth response is the CHEMOTAXIS. So this is the response to chemicals. Now, the amoeba, it is giving a negative chemotaxis to any acid, any alkali, or any kind of dangerous chemical. So it will be showing a negative chemotaxis towards these chemicals. If it is food, as food is also, it may be dissolved in water, it may be particulate food, so it will be showing a positive chemotaxis towards the food particles. Now next type of response is RHEOTAXIS. So RHEO is the water currents. So this is the response to the water currents. So if water is flowing into this direction, the amoeba will try to move in the same direction with the movement of the water. So that will be a positive RHEOTAXIS. So amoeba will move along with the water currents. So this is a positive RHEOTACTIC response. Next type of response is the GALVANOTAXIS. So galvano refers to the current. So this is the response to electric current. So it has been seen in the experiments that amoeba, if it is subjected to positive and negative electrodes, it prefers to go to the cathode. So it shows a positive galvanotaxis towards cathode and a negative galvanotactic response towards anode. So it prefers to go towards the cathode electrode. Now the last kind of response is GEOTAXIS. So this is the response towards gravity. So suppose this is the substratum. Substratum is the surface on which the amoeba is moving. If amoeba is moving on the surface, it will tend to remain attached to the surface. It will not go above the surface and swim. So there is a positive geotactic response of amoeba in water.